The Last of Us is my favourite game of all time. I just feel that you should know that going into this review. Now, that does not make me biased, or my opinion any more entitled than yours is. I just simply think that you should know that before I give my thoughts on the long-awaited sequel. Also be warned that I am going to talk about major spoilers in this video. I have to. It's the only way I can give you my 100% genuine impressions of the game. But I will not be discussing any spoilers until after I have given my verdict. And even then, I'm still going to try to be as vague as possible. So I'm going to keep this review very, very simple. The Last of Us Part 2 is an absolute triumph. Not only for Naughty Dog, but for gaming itself. It takes absolutely everything I loved about the original, the writing, the story, the deep character connections, the pain, the raw emotion, and it grabs you by the scruff of the neck, whispers in your ear that you ain't seen nothing yet, and proceeds to rip your heart out of your chest. Now, that might sound a bit dramatic, but it's no lie. This sequel is dripping in as much emotion as it is crimson blood. I'd describe my experience as something between nausea and that feeling you get when you've had one too many energy drinks and your heart is thumping furiously in your chest. This is not the road trip, father-daughter arc of The Last of Us. The Last of Us Part 2 is a long, violent look at the effects of hate, how it can consume you, how it can change you, and ultimately how it can cost you everything you hold dear. Now, I'm still trying to be relatively vague here, so let me just make it even simpler than I already have. Did I love The Last of Us Part 2? Yes. Do I think it's a masterpiece comparable to the original? Yes. And do I recommend it to every single person who owns or will own a PlayStation 4? Hell yes. So there you have it. That was my verdict. With that out of the way, let me just say some things. Things that are only going to make sense to those of you who have played the game, or those of you foolish enough to be avoiding the game because of spoilers that were unfortunately leaked about a month ago. Are we ready? Good. Now, you think that Ellie's arc is just petty revenge? Just it. You think that Abby is the antagonist of the game? Just it. You think that a certain character's death is nothing fancy in the game? Worse yet, that you will avoid the game because of it? You just don't get it. If you use phrases like SJW or angry lesbian, you just don't get it. So let's clap it. What the character of Abby does in the game, a sickening act of revenge that she can't tell. It's no different. No. This is a world where everyone is a villain to someone else. This is a world where people pay for their decisions in the end. At the end of the original game, when Joel saves Ellie, thus denying humanity's cure, I knew there would be consequences. How could there not be? Joel single-handedly murdered his way to Ellie at the climax of the last game. And while I 100% agree with his decision, I also knew that in doing that, then in lying to Ellie about it, that there would be consequences. Now, the sequel presents that, and people are freaking out about it, which is fine. You are entitled to be upset about it. But then I ask, what did you expect? This sequel was never going to be a carbon copy of the original. We were always going to meet new characters, some of which are new playable characters. We were always going to explore different themes. And yes, there was always going to be tragedy to go along with the laughter, blood to go along with the tears. The Last of Us is not just about Joel and Ellie. It's also about Tommy, Bill, Tess, Sam, Henry, David, Sarah, Marlene. Except now, in the sequel, it's also about Dina, Jesse, Owen, Liv, and Abby. Their stories deserve as much attention as Joel's and Ellie's did. Now, we will always have the original game. We will always have Joel and Ellie together on their little adventure. The sequel does nothing to take that away from us, so I implore you, I beg you, give the sequel a chance. That's all I ask. And that's the end of my review today. I hope you enjoyed this. Feel free to like, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs down. Leave some comments for me in the comment section and we can get a discussion going. Until next time, guys, stay obsessed with gaming.